So Capricorn moons tend to be very wise little people, and as they get older, they kind of grow into this really dry sense of humor. Capricorn moons I always find really funny. They've just got this ability to see the truth in a situation, and everyone else knows that that's the truth, but we're all just kind of like getting on with it. And then Capricorn just makes this really accurate, on point, kind of summarizes what's going on, but like with this twist of dark humor to it. It's a unique skill for sure. And it's really good that that happens to Capricorn moons as they get older because they can be tough on themselves, really, really tough on themselves. Um, they're kind of competitive, but not in the same way that Aries just wants to win for the sake of winning. Capricorn moons, they just want to be mastering whatever the subject is, whatever the task is that they've set themselves. And the downside of that for Capricorn moon is when they get there, instead of kind of being like, oh, okay, yeah, I've achieved something, they're looking at the next thing and thinking, oh, okay, yeah, I'm not there yet. I'm still not there yet. Capricorn, the symbol of the Capricorn is the mountain goat, and they're kind of that's their terrain. So Capricorns, they're always going to be climbing mountains because that's kind of what they're designed to do. So emotionally, they've got this, a lot of resources to manage their. They've got a lot of strength behind them, but sometimes they don't allow their emotions to come through. So vulnerability is not something they will give a lot of time to. Maybe in other people, they'll kind of have a bit of empathy to some extent, but for themselves, vulnerability is kind of seen as a bit of a weakness for Capricorn moons because it slows them down. It gets in their way, and they don't have time for it. Like Capricorn is the grandfather time. So Capricorn moons are very, very protective over their time. Don't be late for a Capricorn moon. Although a Capricorn might be late for you if they've got more important things that they're chipping away at. So they either have a very good sense of time, or I can think of one Capricorn moon in particular, but they've got Cancerian traits who's got a very different sense of time, but it's their own sense of time, So they might be late deliberately because they need to be late. But there's just this thing around time for Capricorn moons. There's something around time. They tend to get people to lean on them a lot, as in that people lean on them a lot. And Capricorn moons have got this really strong sense of duty and responsibility. And it might be that they took that on when they were younger. Perhaps they parented their parents to some extent. Or because they really were old and wise, they were given a lot more responsibility than they were able to manage chronologically at that age or developmentally. So other people can kind of sense this, and they will gravitate towards a Capricorn moon if they want some stability and structure and support. You're not necessarily going to get emotional support from a Capricorn moon, but you will absolutely be looked after, and to some extent, a little bit like the Cancer moons, the opposite. Cancer moons end up doing all the caring for other people. Capricorn moons tend to do all the parenting for other people. So they need to find people in their lives who will really take care of them, so they're not having to do it all themselves, because that's their go-to. I'll do it myself. I haven't got time to let you do it because you're not going to do it the way that I need it to be done. So Capricorn moons are very, very self-sufficient, and that's kind of like their blessing and their curse. So if you break up with a Capricorn moon, they're going to seem like they've gotten over it very quickly, because they're just going to get on and do other things. But if you're in relationship with Capricorn moon and they're happy, they're going to want to build an empire with you. So yeah, stability, structure, resilience, and humor are some of the ways that you can identify Capricorn moon.